Z900. So I've grown to really not like this exhaust here. There's the bread box. As you can see, I've already got a Yoshimura AT2, but it's still restricting the exhaust quite a bit actually. So I've got a new exhaust. If you're wondering what it sounds like before, so I did that to help warm everything up enough to get these bolts that I have to get out, but not too hot where it's burning me. So I'm going to give it just a minute to cool down. But this is what's going into it. Come on. I tell you the name, but I'll mispronounce it as Akrovic or something like that. Even if I was staring right at it, I'd probably. Oh, of course, never fails. Ah, fuck you too. God damn, that's the name of it. Never fails. So it says I've got to loosen this nut here, and it looks like there's another one on the other side way over there. Looks like there's something over there. It says it will swing forward enough to let me get those nuts off of there. And then there's another one somewhere right in here. I'm gonna end up taking that fairing off. Oh, it's right there. That little bracket right there. And there's something about having to reroute the oxygen sensor, but I'll get there when I get there. And this is the original with this little H right here, these connecting tubes. This is the original pattern right here. And when the new ones go on, you'll see how that's going to change. Oh, there's the bolt that we're talking about. Right there. That'll swing out to let this swing out so that you can get in there. Alright, so plan of action for this fairing, I'm just going to go ahead and remove it. I'll take these bolts off. It looks easier because it's easier to just pop those off than it is to have to deal with this guy in here, so we'll see. By the way, that's 8mm. So, kind of a weird size. Had to go fishing for it. And the other one is right here. And of course now I gotta get an Allen because that bracket's just not accessible, and that's an Allen. Joy. So now I gotta get up and go get that. Okay, so finally got that. 4mm later, by the way. And we're just gonna be very gentle because it's not meant to be a real torqued, hard torqued bolt. So there's actually a little cleat in here on the side. So I kept pulling on it and go, why is it not coming out? Well, it's because it's got to come out of this little guy, come out of that little guy. So, see, that's the little piece right there, piece right there. And there's the oxygen sensor that it says to reroute. And I'm probably going to have to take that burn guard off. Yep, I'm going to take that burn guard off. That came with the muffler. But no big deal. It's probably 4mm. They like to use the same, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And real quick, whatever you do, this fell off the head of that. You need these little plastic washers because you need a material between the metal and the plastic. So don't lose these, by the way. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, don't do that. Ta-da! It's off. So now we've got full access, and that one bracket that I'm going to have to replace is right there. It's part of that mid pipe that fell on the floor earlier. But first, I've got to backtrack this oxygen sensor wherever it goes to and disconnect it so that I can take the oxygen sensor out. Alright, so now I'm in the discovery of it goes somewhere up in here. So now I'm trying to take this panel off. And it's not being very friendly. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that's it, but until I get more. Okay, so that one, so that's what was fighting me, because it's got this little clip that goes in there, See how it clips in there? It's fighting me. Now, I think it's this one, this guy right here. But I want to trace it on out to find out before I can say, oh, that's it. Because there's a bunch of different electrical stuff on this thing that it could be. Of course, that's not it. Jesus. It's going all the way up there. I'm trying to reset my light so I can see here. See, it's this guy right here. He keeps going up. What do I gotta do that shit for? Well, so it's somewhere up in here. Now, I'm not sure where yet, but it looks like these panels are going to have to come off. The seat's going to have to come off. Yay. Now, I'm not too worried about it because And that box right there, this guy, not the other 500 million boxes over here, it's a K&N airflow, K&N air filter. So I got to get that in anyways, because wherever you go out, you got to have flow. You got to have flow in to go out. So, joy. Start taking this off now. Yay. Said nobody really. If you didn't know, you just take the key. And by the way, don't show your key because they can literally take a picture of it and steal your stuff. Not that this is anything worth really majestically grand theft worthy. So you just, once you pull the seat back, pull this guy back, and give her a pull, and just lift right up. And look at that. There's all kinds of electronic stuff in there. Joy. Fuse box, or one of them. Give me just a second. Let me set this down somewhere I won't. The dogs won't get. Because they are eyeing it. Because they're dogs. Okay, so we've got this screw. It's going to come out. This guy right here. This guy has one hidden back here, so it'll underlap back here somewhere, and that'll give us access to here. And then we got to go do the same thing on the other side. So give me just a minute. All 4mm, by the way, so far. Make me a dirty liar. So that's not it. It's tucked under here, apparently. So got those two off, and it's just popped right off, but I'm still hung up there because this is where it underlaps at, not back here where I thought it was. So now I gotta take more fairings off. Yay! And it's got little plastic washers on it too that you need to keep a hold of, or you'll crack your fairings up. What's bad is I had all this off at one time, and then I kind of forgot how to do it all again, so. So that's what it is. So there's that one there. That's out because I just took it out. Then we got to go to here, which is not the 4mm, so now I gotta go find that one. But because I'm lazy, I of course brought the whole sockets, the whole set with me. So that's gonna be the one I don't have. Actually, it's 5mm. And guess what I don't have? I can buy a new set every time, and without doubt, always lose the one, or have the one I need always come up missing. So when in doubt, manual out. Got my manual Allen keys, 5mm. And she's tight. Was. You dirty heifer. Okay, so now I'm fighting. I've got this bolt here, which is this bolt on this side, obviously. Then there's this bolt here. And then there's this little interior fastener thing. And that's what I'm actually stuck on now. See how it's right there on that pivot. So as soon as I get that released, nice little screwdriver just for this, I hope. Look, I can see now. Oh, we're getting looser. I know there's something stupid about this that I'm messing up. Nothing like hearing shit falling. So let me show you what I'm looking at. It just needs to be pulled out. I just don't like pulling on plastic. But see this little guy right there. It just needs to pull outward, and that's what I'm stuck on. But I'm gonna have to go find my clips. Yeah, and that. It just fell. So you don't actually need to take this one out because it just threads into this one. Whoopsie. Oh, there's one clip. Oh, and there's a bolt. That's the clip and bolts I was talking about. So, yay. And there's my little guy that's caused all this nonsense right there. So I'm going after him now. And of course it's the same thing on the other side. Come on, release. Release, thank you. That's just a dust cover to keep the nastiness down. Aren't you a dick? Well, it's in there. It goes right here. I mean, if you follow, it goes right here, and then it goes way back there somewhere. That's the air cleaner, by the way. The tank's got to go up and out anyways, which is why I said, oh, it's not that big a deal. But it's rather frustrating more than anything. So I'm going to go on the other side, do the same thing the other side. Figure out how to take this gas tank off. Joy. Okay, well, since it's taking me some time, I went ahead and put it on the stand. So now we're sitting upright, not leaning anymore. Just going to go ahead and get going with it. Same as before, we're going to start this guy here. Where's it? This guy here, down here. That'll take this guy off. Remember, it's got that little hook down here. Actually, is where it's got a little hook. And then we gotta take. And that'll remove refill screws for this, and then we can go after this, and we got our oversized right here, and then we can finale with this, and I'm probably going to take this off also because of I think the way the tank comes up which I've never had to take the tank off this thing, so fun times. Come on. That's a crappy angle. Should have just caught it to start with. It looks like I lost the washer of that one last time I had this off. Oh, and back. I'll set this side on the top of the car. Because why not? Oh, that's right. Can't do that without this. I knew that. Come on. Get the washer. Now, remember, like I said, this is the screw that I took off last time, that I didn't need to take off last time because it's just connects this one to the shiny, the dull, the matte to this one. But we do have this little guy here that needs to come out, and that one. So still getting there. Stand up. Stand up. Screw and driver. Oh, come here. Nothing to see, just my problem dog puking, it sounds like. Bollocks. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought there was something a little weird. So, what they did, if you look, see, I believe it's the voltage regulator, but they mounted that guy in there, so I gotta snake my hand in there and unplug that real quick before this will come all the way out. Ta-da! And that's out. So now we can go back to this line right here. pretty normal. They play on there all the time. Oh, there goes that bolt. So if you're wondering, this is for the camera system that's on here. It's got cameras on the front and on the back, and that's the it looks like the power supply to it. Yeah, it's the power supply to go from 12 to 5 volts. So now I'm on to the take the tank off, which it looks like I'm gonna have to take this bolt off here. There's probably one on the other side. Yes, there is. Just using field. It's there. But to get to that, I've got to take the other bolt off here. And I'm not sure if it's actually bolted through or if it just splines through. I don't know. I got to take this piece off, and so that's next on the hit list. And hopefully, having this fuel tank off, it'll expose the connector that I need, because surely it's under there. Surely it's got to be like right in there, somewhere under there. But I got to get to this guy anyways, because it needs an air filter. It's a 23 model. I've never been in there before, so it's probably gonna need an air filter either way, so bear with me. Hopefully that'll stay. Putting all the stuff that I do use in my pockets, that way alrighty. Huh. Just comes right on off there. Yep. There's a washer on that thing. Ugh. I don't like that angle on there. Jesus, come on. Fishing out that washer right there. So what I was just going, oh, I don't like the angle, is the way this piece here comes over. And it's just these two, so I'm just going to pop those off. That way this cover will come up, so that way I don't risk breaking that in any way. It's just 2 more bolts at this point. Just 2 more bolts. Sheesh, just 2 bolts. Wasn't even tight. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's right out of there. See that? Eee. Now for the part that I've never done before. Well, on this bike at least. Okay, that's all we need. We don't actually want to take it off because this is a high pressure connector right there. Fuel pumps in here. There's 2 vacuums on the back side there. If you can avoid breaking a connection, the best thing is to not break the connection. Just like I had no idea they would mount a computer here. Apparently that's where it's at. I'm not going to unplug that. I'm just going to lift this and pull it to the side here so that I can take this off. Because now I'm vested in the air filter. Joy. So that I can get this going. And then I'm going to return my focus back to wherever the heck this oxygen sensor line is. It's probably that one. That's a 4 pin. It's probably a 4 pin. It's a 4 pin too. I'm gonna have to trace. Oh joy. But it does seem to kind of balance right there. As you can see, my vacuum lines are pinched, so I don't want to hold it there for a super long period of time because they are pinched down there. But for, see that one right there, I'm going to try to see if I can. It's just not having it. And it's got quite a bit of gas in there too, as you can hear. So now I'm going to go get me a screwdriver. Chewy, say hi. Of course he did. Yes, buddy. No, come here, you idiot. Everywhere I'm at, he has to be. I don't know where the other one went. He's nearby, probably getting into something. So let me get a screwdriver. Okay, I'm gonna go get a bit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't manually doing nothing if I can help it. Once again, that's the fuse box for accessory meter, fan, brake / horn, headlights, and ignition. Yeah, when I did the fender eliminator back there, as you can tell it's back there, I blew the fuse because the wires touched on me and I didn't know that was there. So this is there, by the way. Yeah, I'm not using my work tools for this at all. I hope that was fireworks. In this town, it really could go either way. Alright, we got all 55 screws off of this thing. So as you can see, we just got it unscrewed. Let's give her a lift. It's probably not gonna... Oh. Yeah, don't forget these back here. And it looks like there's a clip of some kind right here where it clips on to that top piece. I'm not sure how much of an aggravation it's going to be. Okay, it just lifts right up, but it's pretty annoying they did that. So now, hopefully, there's something not right here. Bolt in the center of that thing? Yes. So there's a screw all the way down there. You can't see it because it's all dark, but it's all the way down there. So that's why. That's why it's not coming off. I don't even know if I'm going to be long enough to... Nope, that's not even long enough. So it's even longer than that. Excuse me, Vader. But it's not going to be longer than that, surely, right? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, there she is. Ta-da! Try this again. Oh wow, look at that. It just peels right off with ease. Oh, look at that. That's all that's in there. So we have these guys. These guys, I don't know what these guys do. Don't care. And honestly, it does not look that bad at all. It's got a little bit right in there, but all in all, it's not that bad. Oh, there's some debris in that plate right there. If you spread it, giggity. There's a little bit. Not a huge amount. Some of that's just the glue. so it's not even really that dirty. It's not really even that bad, honestly, but I bought the K&N. K&N's what it's going to get, and it's going to like it. So let's open the K&N and see what we got. Oh, half that tape didn't even stick. Cheesers. Don't care. What we got here? Metric ton of packing tape. No cool stickers. Come on, man. It's the second time. So that's the K&N 9017, and I think this does like Z 2017 to present, probably 25 now. If they're still, surely they're making them in 25. Let's set that down so I can get this thing open. Oh. And the seal's already been broken. Dadgummit, come on, man. So this could have been somebody's return. As long as it's functional, it'll be fine. Ow. So yeah, it looks the same. It's all plasticed up. It gave me some goop. Go away! Oh yeah, and it's got the don't discard stickers. I'm going to put that on the top. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with that Canon, that guy, but this guy will go on the top there. Not that it matters, because I'm going to be the one to be in here anyways. Register your air filter. So, bloody hell, that sucks. So, it gave me that goop. You're supposed to put around these inside this channel here once I open this. Every time it's serviced. See, there's no grooves over here. It's just flat. But on this side, there's an inlet, and the stock one has this foam stuff in there. But I guess this is how they're doing it, as they're usable, because you're supposed to throw it away, etc. But I guess when you reuse them, they give you this stuff. It's called, they're calling it sealing grease with glitter. So I didn't know about this, so now this is something else I'm going to have to flip and keep up with. But this is the filter. Yay, yay, something else fell. So that's it. I was looking to see which side went down because I already forgot. What's a short-term memory? Hell, what's a memory period? What is all this fiber? Okay, it's got these little fibers here. You see what I'm talking about? See these little guys right here? Don't be pulling on those. was just the way it was made. Even in here. So I'm going to put that grease that I was talking about right here. Put that inside there. Put the lid on. And start screwing down. And I didn't realize that screw goes through the filter. So let's see what our grease looks like. Come on. Of course it's stuck in there. Oh, this is taking forever. I'm trying to get it wide enough so that I made 2 passes on the first one. This one pass, I'm just trying to go thick. It's really not even that cold, but there's the end result. Oh, looks surprised, doesn't it? So this is the one I made 2 passes on, and as you can see, it's kind of, yeah. This one I just went slow and thick with, just made a wide bead with it. I like the way this one turned out better. I kind of skimped, so I had to go back over it right here. This will still work, but I'm gonna actually touch that up real quick because I want that a little bit thicker. I imagine you don't want to go too thick or else it'll start sucking grease in. But I'm pretty sure this grease is pretty much meant for this, so ta-da! So now we're just going to shove her in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh, come on now. Come on now, get in there. There we go. We are in our slot. Ta-da! So, yeah, you just gotta kind of push that out the way. I'm gonna wait for just a second because I want to be able to trace that. Let's just go ahead and put it on. Screw it. I was gonna say trace the oxygen sensor line out, but screw it. We're here. Let's just get this done. Okay. And voila. Is that on there? Yeah, that's on there. I'm going to get that center one started first. They don't have to be ungodly tight, so they just got to be down and sealed. You got to be test your grip strength. Right. And I am going to go in a pattern. I'm going to start on this side, go there, there, kind of do a star-ish pattern, crisscross, so that way it torques down evenly. Always a good practice. I probably should have took it off that way, but oh no. Yeah, don't do that. Somewhere I missed one. I did. I missed that corner here. Oh no! And now for the 5 horsepower difference, the sticker. I'm going to be very technical about this. Ta-da! Like I said, reality is I'll be the one that ends up in there anyways. So final on this guy, there's the grease. I may have gotten a little carried away. I didn't know how much to put on. Now you all do. I'm just rubbing it, I'm just smearing it in now to complete that sealing mating surface. Like that's gonna matter. We're down here. All the screws are in. I'm going to lean this guy back into its spot, to that little cleat there, and then that goes, that's got a little spot right there. It's just in the shadow. See, there it is. And then there it is. There that is. And I'm willing to bet as soon as I go around to the other side and start tracing, it's going to be one of these guys, so I don't want to put this in there just yet. I'll say that, and hell, I'm almost there. Okay. So that's back in there now. It's back in the little, back in its hole. So, let's go around to the other side. Excuse me, Vader. Ow! That hurt. It hurts every time when you do that. Go ahead now. So, our wire is this little fuzzy guy right here. This little guy right here. Which turns into this little guy right here. Huh, which is that top one? Right there. Oh, I just covered it up. Right there. So I'm going to take that off and verify, but first I'm going to get it a little free here. No, that's not the one. I just want it out of the way. Get out of the way, because this is the one. This is the one. This top one right here. I'm trying to know what you're gonna say. Well, if you wouldn't have put it back down, you'd have been able to find it. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get this release, because it doesn't look like a normal release, and I'm shadowed because the light's on the other side, and it's right in my face. So give me just a second here. Come here, you. Oh, so there's the tab. Now that I got some bright light in here, there's the tabby tab. And we're not going to pull on the wires. I swear. Okay, I lied.